Hi, this is Man from Alaska. This is a follow-up video for the spring latch mod that I did on the Bradley Balisong. As you can see, there are two parts that have been modified: the spacer that goes in between the handles and then the latch. And then there's one part that I made, which is the plunger and spring. So I'll just give you a basic overview of how these parts work and what the modifications were to them, and then later I'll show you an actual how they were machined. So first we'll start with the spacer. The spacer simply sits in between the two handle scales. There are 4 T6 screws, 2 on either side. You remove those and that piece will just slide out. You can see what I did is I drilled a hole through the center of this. It actually extends down below this hole that was already put into this piece by the manufacturer and to about this point right there. What that does is that allows the plunger, which I've made out of 01 drill rod, and the reason I made it out of 01 drill rod is because it can be easily hardened. What you do is you just take a torch and you heat that up to red hot and dunk it in oil. You can see that this side is a rounded end, and then it gets smaller diameter here, which actually allows the spring to fit over that, and that holds the spring and the plunger together. The spring and the plunger then go through this hole, and you can see how it extends down into there, and then when compressed it'll actually ride down inside of there. The other part that I modified is the latch. You can see there's a hole that's about 1/16 of an inch deep. I put this on the lathe and turned that hole with a center drill, and again I'll show you that later in a later video. So the way these parts go together is then that fits onto there, and then when you flick it open, that holds that piece from rotating out, and then when it's in this position, that's kind of what helps it slide into that recess in the latch. So that's basically all there is to it. Later videos I will show you how I manufactured those on the drill press and the lathe. These are done on small machinery just for like a little home shop, so most people, if they have even the simplest tools, could probably do this, and I'll show you how to do that later. And again, this was Man from Alaska, and we'll continue this later.